What's going on, brother? In this video today, I'm going to talk about if I had to build my first 25 pounds of muscle all over again, exactly what I would be doing inside the gym. And if you're new here, my name is Gino, and for the last 12 years of my life, I've been a men's fitness and personal development coach, helping men just like you build their first 25 pounds of muscle. So let's jump into it today. If I had to start over from scratch, you're like, Gino, you're fucking at your base again. You're an introverted gamer nerd, you're fucking skinny and you're scrawny, you're sitting in your room playing your PlayStation, right? How would I start off building my first 25 pounds of muscle? What would I do inside the gym exactly? And this is what I would do. Okay, I would start off by going to the gym 4 days per week for 45 minutes each. That means I should not be going to the gym for more than 3 hours per week. Okay, and there's a couple reasons why. Number one is progression. There needs to be a progression that takes place. Your body's not used to exercise, okay? So you need to build that foundation in place to allow your body to stay stable and to not get injured, okay? You want to avoid injury at all costs, okay? So you don't want to be spending these 2-hour fucking workouts in the gym, doing a whole bunch of random shit, overtraining, and end up potentially injuring yourself, okay? Only 45 minutes, 4 days per week, okay? I would go Monday, Tuesday, I would take a break Wednesday, and then I'd work out Thursday and Friday, and then I have the weekend to recover as well, okay? So that would be kind of like the 4-day setup I'd be doing, all right? Another thing is you don't want to create bad relationships with this. Look, guys, if you're going to the gym for 2 hours, and you're brand new at this, you're going to be like, dude, this is fucking unsustainable. I can't do this, right? There's no way I can keep coming to the gym for 2 hours a day every single day, right? You're going to create a bad relationship with it, especially when you're not seeing progress, okay? Because that'll take a little bit, all right? So you don't want to form a bad relationship with it by doing these long, extensive, unnecessary workouts. Only 45 minutes, okay, 4 days per week. Because the ultimate idea here is if you're looking to build muscle, you want to spend more time recovering and eating, okay? You need to be doing those things because that's when your body actually gets paid, right? You actually build the muscle. When you're inside the gym, you're actually breaking it down, okay? When you go outside the gym and you sleep and you eat, that's when you recover the muscle and that's when it actually gets bigger, okay? So only 4 days per week for 45-minute sessions each, about 3 hours per week inside the gym for those reasons, okay? And then I'm gonna make sure that I follow a program and structure. All right, look, you don't wanna go in the gym and just look at random shit, look at people around you and say, I'm gonna try that, right? You don't wanna do that, okay? You need to follow some sort of program or structure, all right? And a program or structure should look a little something like this. In these 3 little boxes down here, I have an A, a B, and a C, okay? Over a 12-month period of time, you're gonna do 3 different phases. The first one being a foundational phase, okay? That's gonna set your body up with a foundation that allows you to not get injured. You're gonna master the skill of exercise, okay? And in that phase, typically clients build about 5 to 10 pounds of muscle within a 4-month period of time. Okay, and with this style of isolation training in place. That's very, very important, okay, because you could be following any program or system, right, but it needs to be isolation training centered because that is how you actually build muscle. I actually made another video about isolation training entirely. I'll link inside the video above here. And then the last thing I would be doing is, okay, Gino, I'm going to the gym 4 days a week, 45-minute sessions. I'm following a program or a structure, okay, but what sort of exercises do I do? You're like, Gino, I know what I'm training on what days, but what exercises do I pick? Look, I'm going to make this super easy for you right off the gate, okay? You want to focus on machines, okay? No barbell movements. You should not be focusing on any barbell movements to build your first 25 pounds of muscle. It is unnecessary unless you want to. Okay, but it's not required. So if you're afraid of doing those like the bench press or the barbell squats or the deadlifts, you don't have to do it, okay? I'm gonna be the first person to tell you that. You wanna focus on machines. Machines are dummy proof. Look, that's why you see all the old ladies and the people playing fucking Clash of Clans on their phone sitting on machines all day. You know what I'm saying? Because they're fucking simple. Right? They don't require any thinking. You go on the machine and they usually move in one direction. Okay, so you could push yourself, you can exert some effort, you can exhaust these muscles, you could see what it feels like without having to worry about the stability, the control, or potential injury. Okay, so machines are gonna be what you wanna focus on. And look, if you go inside the gym, most machines have little illustrations on them that show you what muscle it is. Okay, so if you say, hey, today I'm gonna train my chest muscles, okay? Go to the fucking machines, look at them, there's a little demographic on there, a little illustration, okay? And it's gonna tell you that this is a chest machine, this is a back machine, and that's what you wanna do. Use those machines, okay? Now, you're using those machines, right? What's gonna be the focus here, okay? 2 things you wanna keep in mind. Number 1, you want to focus on the feeling, not the finish. And I talk about this in another video as well. The intention behind what you're doing should be focusing on a feeling. So when you say, Gino, how many sets do I do? How many reps do I do? How many times do I do the weight when I'm on the machine? Look, what I want you to focus on first is how it feels, okay? If you're using your chest, then you need to focus on your chest. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Don't worry about finishing it. Don't worry about where your arm should end up. Close your eyes even. Someone who's blind can work out, right? You want to focus on the feeling, not the finish, okay? So when you're on those machines and you're doing the chest machine or whatever you're doing, focus on that feeling. My chest, my chest, my chest. Do I feel it? Do I feel it? Do I feel it? Okay? And then lastly, I throw this in there just for shits and giggles, right? The ideal target, eventually what we're going to be doing is about 50 reps per exercise. That's going to shorten the learning curve dramatically for each of these movements and training each of these muscles, okay? So I'll do one set start off of about 20 reps just to feel it. So make sure you do this really light. You want to make sure you get a feel for the motion, especially if it's new to you, okay? And then you want to increase your weight, okay? Go up maybe double the weight you just started with and do 3 sets of 10. So that'll be 50 reps total, okay? So look, if I had to build my first 25 pounds of muscle all over again, this would be exactly what I'm doing. Going to the gym 4 days per week for 45 minutes each. I'm going to follow some sort of program or structure centered around isolation training, okay? And then the exercises I'm going to focus on are mainly going to be machines. Okay, if you guys like this video, go ahead and give me a like down below and drop something in the comments. What are you struggling with on your journey to build your first 25 pounds of muscle?